Here are some things you should never do after a car wreck in Massachusetts. No one ever wants to experience the frustration and pain that can often accompany a motor vehicle collision. It is really important in this situation to not only know what to do, but to know as well what not to do in this situation. Here are some things to keep in mind should you have the misfortune of being involved in a car accident in Massachusetts. First thing to keep in mind is that you never want to say anything to the other driver following the accident. He or she may try to engage you in dialogue, but at this point, it's just best to avoid any communication whatsoever at that point in time. The reason for that is because anything you say to the other driver could ultimately be misconstrued or misinterpreted at a later point by either an insurance company adjuster or insurance company attorney. So therefore, it is best to simply not say anything at all to the other driver after the accident. Instead, what you should do is call the local police department. The responding police officer is the one that you should speak to regarding exactly what happened in the accident. You want to be really clear and specific to the officer and detailed as you describe exactly what brought about the accident. Equally important at that point in time is to take out your cell phone and photograph any damages sustained to any of the vehicles involved in the collision. As well, be sure to photograph the scene of the accident because that can later prove helpful in documenting the facts of exactly what happened and how it happened. The next thing to avoid after the accident is speaking with an insurance company. Assuming you are not at fault for causing the accident, the other driver's car insurance company will likely be calling you and/or sending you letters. In that situation, it is best practice to simply ignore the phone calls, ignore the letters that you're receiving, because nothing positive will happen to you by speaking with the other driver's car insurance company. Now, if your own car insurance company reaches out to you, it is generally okay to speak with them, as you'll likely need to just deal with simply issues relating to your property damage to your car, as well as payment for your medical bills. Please note though, payment of your medical bills is covered under Personal Injury Protection, or PIP for short. This is a form of no-fault auto insurance benefits in Massachusetts. Another thing you should never do following a car accident is to sign any paperwork sent to you by the insurance company. They may be sending you different documents such as request for you to draw out the scene of the accident, as well as requests to sign medical authorization forms. These are commonly known as HIPAA forms. Or they may be sending you a settlement release to sign. These are documents that, if signed, can later prove harmful to your case. Therefore, in that situation, don't sign or complete any paperwork sent to you by any insurance company before having it reviewed by an attorney. What you want to do in that situation is keep all your paperwork in a separate file so that you can reference it later when the appropriate time arrives. The next thing to avoid doing after the car accident is to just hire any lawyer. Many lawyers are generalists and do not specifically focus on car accident cases. Therefore, what you want to do is to be really diligent in your search for the right car accident lawyer to handle your case. You want an attorney who exclusively handles personal injury accident cases and who handles a large quantity of car accident cases. You want to find an attorney who is experienced, has great reviews, and is trustworthy. The consequences for hiring the wrong attorney can be very, very significant for your case. That is why it is best to go slowly in your process of selecting and ultimately hiring the right attorney to represent you